Harvey Beardmore was born in 1921 to Scottish immigrant parents in Windsor, Ontario. His studies at McGill University in Montreal were interrupted by World War II, where he proudly served as a lieutenant and platoon commander with the Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry in Italy. Harvey then returned to Montreal and married his life partner, Frances Barnes, with whom he had 6 children. He earned his MDCM degree in 1948 and started surgical residency at McGill, rotating multiple times in what was then the Children's Memorial Hospital. In 1953, Dr. David Murphy, Surgeon-in-Chief at the Children's, established Canada's first pediatric surgery training program and one of North America's original 5. Harvey Beardmore became the first fellow and subsequently joined the staff of what became the Montreal Children's Hospital. Beardmore would prove to be a visionary pediatric surgical leader of his time. In 1968, with Barry Shandling of Toronto, Beardmore founded the Canadian Association of Pediatric Surgeons and became its first president, leading the organization for 5 years. His legacy to Canadian pediatric surgery was celebrated at the 50th anniversary of CAPS in 2018. The following year, he helped found the American Pediatric Surgical Association, becoming its 5th president in 1974. A year later, he became the first president of the newly formed World Federation of Associations of Pediatric Surgery. He also chaired the AAP section on surgery from 1969 to 1971. During those years, pediatric surgery was fighting for recognition and facing fierce resistance in the process. 3 previous attempts at recognition from the American Board of Surgery were launched in 1955, 1960, and 1966. All failed. Undeterred by this, Beardmore launched the 4th attempt in 1972. He delivered a passionate appeal to the ABS in March 1971. Just over a year later, a special certificate in pediatric surgery was granted. As the 1973 APSA meeting opened in Phoenix, Beardmore triumphantly declared, "Gentlemen, you have your boards." Having achieved so much on the international scene, Beardmore steered his leadership back to McGill in 1974 by assuming the Pediatric Surgery Program Directorship. His first fellow was Dr. Brad Rogers. 3 decades later, as APSA president, Dr. Rogers bestowed upon him the Distinguished Service Award. Upon receiving news of the award at his retirement home in the Quebec countryside from Dr. Jean-Martin Laberge, Dr. Beardmore had this to say after a long, emotional pause.
To have been a member of the American Pediatric Surgical Association and to have partaken in its birth and reconstruction over the years has been more than one like me deserves.
Dr. Beardmore had also received the William Ladd Medal in 1986. Dr. Beardmore died on February 10, 2007, shortly after his 86th birthday. His legacy continues today through pediatric surgery at McGill and the dozens of graduates who have trained in the program he once led. Most importantly, his legacy endures through all of us who call ourselves pediatric surgeons, and through future generations who will aspire for the same.